What's going on, everybody? This is Al Morgan, the creator. We already went through this before, Dalen. The editor, at least, of the Unnamed Music Show. It's been about 365 days since I've seen you guys last. And I just want to start off by saying thank you, everybody who's subscribed to the show, who've left comments, who've left me things, who've sent in music. We really appreciate it here. So let me just get into my my top 5 of this year, 2014. All right, so my number 5 starts off with guy from Maryland, Logic. Logic, Under Pressure is the name of the album. What can I say? Is a great debut release from him. I mean, you really get to see who he is as a artist, and what he does really well in this album is he shows you he can spit fast, he can spit stories, he can spit a myriad of things that a lot of rappers aren't doing. And I think he put his flag in the sand to say, hey, I'm here. And you can put me up there with the Kendricks, you can put me up there with all the other names that we can go on and on for days of talking about, whether it be the Drakes or whatever. But he's in that class, or at least he's trying to put himself out there to be in that class. And I think he did a great job with his album. My only complaint about the album is this. There are a lot of things that keep like stabbing me with this album when it comes to the production. There's a lot of TDE, Kendrick sounding yachts and things that were in Good Kid, Mad City or Section 80 that kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm not saying he's biting, but something's going on. Let's just say that. But other than that, great album. All right, for my number 4. My number 4 album of 2014 goes to Silver Demo by Isaiah Rashad. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. This album was in the number 1 spot for about 10 months. That's impossible because the album came out, you know. But it was in the number 1 spot up until like November, December. Yo, this is a great album. A good introduction to who this Chattanooga MC is. Isaiah Rashad is in a particularly interesting situation, being that he is a part of a group, TDE, and he's trying to fit his way into that second tier of artists there with him and SZA, and to try to make his way in that arena can be kind of tough. And I think he did a really good job with this album. He touches on a lot of different subject matter. Like if you would look at a song like Heavenly Father, there's a lot of dark things going on in that song that if you were just listening, you might not pick up on. But he deals with, you know, being a father, him taking advice from his father, living in Chattanooga. You see the different influences, whether it be Master P, or just coming up in that 90s era of hip hop and then make it into his own. He did a great job with this album. Kudos to you, sir. You made the number 4 spot on my review. All right, number 3 goes to Ghostface, 36 Seasons. Yes, this is grown man hip hop. This is a well-crafted piece of work. It's almost like you are listening to a movie. He's got Pharoah Monch in here, being a doctor. The way he just put this whole thing together, it's like he made it so, I have a problem with this word, effortlessly. There we go, effortlessly. He does a good job at, you know, doing what he does. I mean, you know, this is that, I am a professional rapper. This is what I do. And, you know, only somebody that's really comfortable with their craft can do something like this. You just can't take somebody off the streets and make a piece of work like this. Ghostface did a great job. Dope album. If you haven't heard it, consider yourself lost because it's a great album. That's my number 3 for 2014. All right, so now we're down to the top 2 albums, my personal top 2 albums. Now, with a disclaimer, now, I listen to various albums, and these are the ones that I always go back to. So there might have been some albums that might have been a little better than these albums, but for me, these are the ones that I went through throughout the year. And my number 2 goes to J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Yes, I don't know how he did it. I honestly don't know how he did it. He took about 3 weeks to promote this album. I saw a couple things with Complex. It's amazing. I think the whole model of the way we're getting hip hop delivered to us now is changing. We don't necessarily have to get the majors to send us stuff. Now it's coming to us in various ways, and I think he definitely capitalized on this. I think the message is a great message going forward for hip hop. That it's not necessarily about the bling. It's about what matters after you get this level of success, or after you reach your goal. Does the money really matter? Does the girls really matter? Or does your family matter? Do your friends matter? Do your friends matter? Those are the things that you really can't put a value on. And I want to say personally, from somebody that's from North Carolina, Winston-Salem, I always rep the Trayfo. I want to say thank you to J. Cole, because now we have somebody else. When people talk about North Carolina hip hop, we don't have to always go to P.D. Pablo, you know, with the helicopter crap.
Little
brother too. Ninth Wonder, another one from the Trey. Shout out. But yeah, we don't necessarily have to go to him anymore. Now we got J. Cole pushing the culture of North Carolina hip hop forward. So thank you, brother, for that. Like I said, I'm really happy about the message that somebody of his level of hip hop is going towards. Him and the Kendricks are kind of pushing, elevating the zeitgeist of hip hop forward, where it's not necessarily about the bling and all this craziness anymore. So I appreciate you, brother, for that. Now, number one. Yes, the moment you've been waiting for. I got a lot of flack from Dalen. I got a lot of flack from Mickey Dunn. I got a lot of flack from everybody on the cast, because this is my number one album. What is it? What is it? Come on, what is it?
It's Lil Boosie.
It is Little Boosie. No, it's not Little Boosie. What it is
Mick
Jenkins Waters.
One of them Jenkins boys.
Mick Jenkins Waters is a breath of fresh air for hip hop. This guy being from Chicago, and we know the history of Chicago hip hop with your drill music and all that stuff, but him to come with an interesting perspective on life. And the more I think about it, I think he's right about the water. I mean, water can be equated to being God. It's so funny. Every time I listen to this album, I hear something different. And don't judge me. I might just be a little slow. Like literally today, I listened to this album and I figured out, he said it blatantly and I always washed over me, no pun intended, that THC. Today, I just realized what THC was. You know, and for those who know, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. But anyway, yo, the album is dope. I think what he really did a great job of doing, him and On God and the production team, really giving you that sense of depth with the water. And some of the songs, you feel the murkiness or the deep sea feeling of water in the music. Or you might feel some ponds or some light stuff or some other stuff, but you really feel that gravity of the waters with this album. The message is one that, you know, drink more water, and that can mean so many different things. But I think it has a great spiritual message, and the one thing I do like about it is that it sounds authentic. It doesn't seem like he's trying to preach to you. He's just saying, yo, this is what it is. There's a lot of people out here dying of thirst. A lot of people dying of lack of spirituality. You have a choice in this matter. Take heed to that. And I think this is somebody he's so young. It's somebody we need to definitely pay attention to coming forward in these next coming years with this hip hop thing. So salute to you for my number one spot, brother. That's it. That's my top 5. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you won't. Again, thank you for being a part of this. Looking at this review, looking at all the reviews. Hopefully you will subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great 2015. Peace.